Hi, good afternoon, everybody. We are live on YouTube. I'm really excited about this. It's our first show of the new LGBTQ real estate podcast. And just a little bit about myself. I'm operating in this space, LGBTQ real estate, since 2004. I'm the founder of GayRealtyNet.com in 2004. In 2007, I founded NAGAREP, the National Association of Gay and Lesbian Real Estate Professionals. And our newest program is LGBTQRealEstatePros.com. And we're really excited about this podcast. Today, we're with Dwayne Davis, a realtor in Portland, Oregon, who I know for well over 10 years now. We're doing marketing together to the LGBTQ community. I know the community is very near and dear to both of our hearts. And Dwayne, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Your program has been a big part of my career.
Great. Well, that means a lot. I really appreciate that. Really heartfelt. Thank you. So let's jump into the interview. We have about 10 to 15 minutes. We want to be brief. We know your time is busy. We know our audience time is busy. So we want to just, keep it simple. People have short attention spans this time of day. Dwayne, share with us a little bit about yourself personally and professionally. You're a realtor in Portland, Oregon for many years, but if people are choosing to work with you, what should they know about you?
So yes, I got into real estate after working in higher education, managing residence halls for about 30 years. And I had invested some in real estate myself, with multifamily housing. And when I left that career, I decided to go into real estate. Since then, my business has grown and my family has grown. I've partnered and we have 2 kids today. They're 8 years old. But they're a big part of my life, big part of my business as well. I also, in Portland, have been involved in the community. And a big part of my work in real estate is often connecting people with the community.
That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. And I didn't know you're raising children as well. That's exciting, right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do recall some phone calls. We've spoke so many times over the years. I am recalling now. Looking back so many years. So, Dwayne, we've been working together for so long now, and I know you have so many LGBTQ clients. Okay. What I'd like to ask you, okay, what is it about working with the LGBT community that you enjoy so much?
Well, a big part of my life and my community life is the Portland Gay Men's Chorus. And a lot of my business comes through that. But what I really enjoy is helping people understand that Portland is a little bit different than many cities. We don't have a gay ghetto. We don't have a place where it's safe to live, in quotes. Really, anywhere in Portland is safe to live and healthy to live. And you'll find community in every section of this town. And helping people understand that, I enjoy. And helping them, then once they settle, connect with the city, the services, and the activities in the city.
Interesting.
Finding a gay community to be a part of.
Great. And now we know what you like working about with the LGBT community. On the other hand, why does the LGBT community enjoy working with you?
Well, I think it goes back to my philosophy as a realtor. My current tagline is, "It's about you." And for me, that's an important part of my work because I got to make the process as easy and smooth for you, my client, as possible. I try to take care of everything that I can take care of before I go to you and hand you a problem. And then the other part of it is I enjoy it. I have fun. I get to know my clients. I get to know who they are, what they enjoy. And as we travel around town, I begin connecting them with other people and other services and activities in town. And I'm a bit of a restaurant aficionado. I know most restaurants in town, and I can do pretty good referrals and sources in that area.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I've never been to Portland. If I do make it, I'd like for you to take me out to a restaurant and
Yes,
we'll enjoy a nice glass of wine together, maybe even a bottle.
sounds good to me.
Great. And what's your favorite kind of food? Where do you like to go?
I like restaurants that have a community feel to them. I like to
Hmm.
walk in and have the owner or the maitre d' there and saying, "Hi, Dwayne, welcome back." Um, they know what I like to drink. They know what I like to eat. Um, and I like to get off menu items occasionally that they can make for me.
Sounds nice. And I imagine the chef comes out to greet you once in a while also.
Yes, yes, often true.
Very nice. Very nice. So, with that said, my next question for you is, what do you love about your city in Portland? And I was going to, be specific more about like if someone was thinking of moving to Portland, what is it about that you love? Whether it's the cafes, the restaurants, whether it's the arts or the coffee shops, the wine bars. Tell us a little bit about that. In addition, what's the job market like? What can people expect? The ease of commuting, place of worship, schools. Give me the whole thing in a nutshell.
Sure. Well, in the Portland metro area, what's important to know is that it's a the whole state is a gay-friendly state. Um, Politically, we are very blue. And for instance, our current governor is an out lesbian, and for that, she was Speaker of the House. The previous governor was bisexual, and it's just a big part of our community. And we're even a community where when the Portland Gay Men's Chorus sings, the governor shows up, the past governor shows up as a part of our audience, a part of our family. What I really love that Portland is our informal motto is keep Portland weird. It's a little bit of an odd city in that um, it's a city where you can go to the opera and there'll be a lady in her mink and a guy with a ring to his nose sitting there having a conversation. It's not a city where we separate and divide. It's a city where we come together. The city official motto is the city that works, and it works well.
Great, great. Yeah, I've gone to Portland. In addition, the proximity to beautiful landscapes, hiking trails,
Absolutely.
skiing isn't too far away.
It's an
Um,
outdoor. The Northwest is a great place to be outdoors year round. We have very little, relatively little snow down in the lower levels in the valley, but you can go skiing all winter. You can ski until June here, but our outdoors and our parks and our recreation for the community is just extensive.
yeah, I've heard that. I understand there's beautiful lakes as well.
Yes, um, some pretty amazing lakes, and the city of Portland, as you can see in my background here, is on the river. There are 7 bridges across the river within the city, and we have some of the most amazing parks and recreation in the city. We have the largest Japanese garden in, outside of Japan. We have the largest inner city park outside of New York, and the trails and the biking. With we struggle with Denver over who's the number one biking city in the country.
Very nice, very nice. And in addition, I understand the job market is very robust as well.
Yes, um, just outside of Portland, in the metro area, we have what we call the Silicon Forest. California is the Silicon Valley, but we have the Silicon Forest because we pride ourselves on our trees and our greenery here. We're a large, very large um, tech community, and we're also in the U.S. probably the tennis shoe capital, the athletic shoe capital of the country. We have home-based Nike is here, and the American headquarters for Adidas is here.
and Under Armour's national headquarters is here. So lots of that local community, and we're also a large for the advertising community, and that whole industry of creating advertising is huge here.
Great, great. Thanks for sharing that. That's always important. You know, if you're going to buy a home, you got to have a job nearby, and commuting is fairly easy there, from what I understand. The public transportation is good. How about someone, for example, who may be moving from the um, southeast, for example, and they don't know much about the northwest, and they're looking for places of worship. Those are very welcoming also to the LGBTQ community, I believe, right?
Absolutely. Um, I don't know of a church in town, in the city, that is a welcoming church. And a lesbian couple, a friend of mine, was even co-presidents of their parish community, Catholic parish community. But every church here is welcoming. When we have our Gay Pride March in June, about a third of the floats or entries are churches.
Great, great. That's good to know, because someone that may be watching this from, like I said, the southeast or the northeast or the Midwest may not know, and when they're hearing it from a professional like yourself with experience, they can be at ease.
Yes.
So, with that said, I know the housing stock is very diverse. For example, in Portland, um, the housing stock is always changing, so we're not really talking about specific homes for sale now. But what can
Sure.
people expect in your community? Like a lot of single family homes, condos. What do you find is appealing?
Well, one of the things we talk about in Portland is living close in. Portland is one of the few cities in the nation where people are still moving into the city. And we have a large single-family housing stock within the city limits. And that's going to include anything from, we have a large craftsman community here, a large number of that style housing. We also have many mid-century homes. And one of the things we talk about here are daylight ranches. So it'd be a mid-century one-level home with a lower level walking out to the ground. We call it a daylight ranch. There's also a large condo community here. We have two primary large condo areas. One we call the Pearl, and that was a former industrial district with a lot of warehouses that were converted into lofts and condos. We also have in that area several high-rise, 20, 25-story buildings that have amazing views out of them. In Portland, we talk about a view, whether a view of the river, or a view of Mount Hood, or a view of both. It's possible to have a three-mountain view of your condo. Then there's a newer condo community down by the river, South Waterfront, we call it. And those were built in the last 15 years. And there's a number of condos, high-rise condo buildings in that area.
Sounds very good. So it seems like there is a diverse housing stock. There's a little something for everybody, whatever they're looking for. And do you also service the burbs? We're talking a lot about the city now. You also service the suburbs as well outside the city.
I do. I actually live in the suburbs. I live in a little community called Lake Oswego.
Perfect.
Which is, there was a lake created, and used to be all hunting cabins, and now it's all very nice homes around the lake.
Wow. Wow, it sounds nice. So you would say that you serve the Portland metro area?
The Portland
Portland.
so that is Beaverton, Tigard, Hillsborough, Gresham. Absolutely. I go where my clients need to go to find the right house for them.
Great, great. Well, that's nice. We know each other for so long, and the reputation that you have leads us to working together for so many years. So I know when you say that, you mean it. So our audience can feel comfortable. And I have your information here on the cover page of the podcast. Um, your website is portlandrealestate.team. So you do have a team you work with, right? In addition to you, you have a whole team working together to best serve the customer.
Correct. Correct. We are always ready to go, and we're known for our quick response, getting in quickly. You know, Portland is a hot market usually. We're the most affordable West Coast city, the way to think about it. And we have a lot of people moving here from out of state. So we have to be ready to move quickly and help them find housing when they're here visiting.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you know, I love your tagline. Can you repeat your tagline? It's all about you, or how'd that go? Yeah.
Us, it's
Well,
about
it's about you. Well, we can leave it there. Dwayne, we're at 15 and a half minutes now. I think we've covered all we wanted to. I can't say enough about you. I think you're a fabulous guy. And it's always been a pleasure working with you year after year. You know, I can say that from the bottom of my heart. And I know the community would both enjoy working with you and benefit from working with you, because, you know, you can help them find their home in a comfortable way, in a safe manner, in the way they prefer to be treated. Let's leave it there. Well, this was the first episode, and Dwayne, I appreciate you coming, taking your time today. And I will see you. We're going to be at a conference later this year. Maybe you'll be able to attend. We do trainings throughout the year, and, you know, we do a lot of things as professionals. And I know that's something Dwayne always keeps on top of, the latest technologies to help his customers. So double thumbs up. Thank you again, Dwayne. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Jeff. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.